So the first thing is that I want to talk is system understanding. Why system understanding? You have to understand the computer system. It means you have to understand the system, how it works, and the reason behind that is like 90% or 80% or 70% of the job are already in IT industry. IT industry means somehow computer system is going to take care of. Now you will say like this is a silly thing to ask, silly thing to say that computer understanding what exactly it is. The computer understanding or system understanding is not a very simple thing. I know some of the ICSC or CBSC students knows or any good colleges students knows about this system understanding, like okay, how computer works, there is a mouse, there is a keyboard. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the system, how actually the system works. System means there is should be three things. There should be something like input, there should be something like process, and there should be something like output. Everything, every computer system, something like about this I and O. There we are giving some input into them, and until the process works, you can see the CPU, you can see the functions, you can see the process, anything. The processor, the function, the CPU, basically they works and they process it, and then they give you the output in multiple formats. And that output is not, I think, I'm not talking about the basic computer science, but yeah, this is the system that we are going to talk about, and in which I'm not going to talk about like, okay, if you are opening a computer or Windows system or Mac system, how the system actually works. So first of all, you have to understand that, and using the same technique, because that's a standalone system. Now we are talking about there are multiple web-based system, there are multiple mail system, there are multiple IoT-based system, AI-based system, there are multiple systems. So first of all, you have to understand the basic system understanding. What type of system, how many type of system already in the softwares. Technology in the IT industry, if you understand all the systems, you will have better understanding like, okay, this is unique, this is interesting for me, this is something like that. So it will give you the best idea what exactly I'm going to touch on. The second is myth of beautification. The word is very understanding, myth of beautification. Myth of beautification is basically a word that I'm saying like you have to go beyond the beautification. What exactly hidden there? What type of beauty is there? The word is very cliche, you can say, but the very good thing about this is I often heard with multiple business managers that they told me they didn't know how to code, but when they saw the computer works, they learned how to code, because they were so interested in that. They knew like, okay, how exactly it works, how exactly it happens, why this thing, like it's magic. You can understand, and why I'm being so excited about it. This word, the big thing is about like 20 years ago, if someone is saying like, okay, we can have a video call with someone, or we can chat one-to-one without only the internet or something like that. Someone say like, okay, I'm going to send you Google Meet. 20 years ago, if someone is saying, if 20 years ago you were saying like, we can call on the Zoom, it will be a miracle. Because in India at that time, there was a single call was like so sophisticated how you can call. Right now the beauty is there, and not only the call, not only a simple call. There are multiple with thousands ways that you are doing it. Amazons have robots, that robots are working for their warehouses and all that. So there are multiple things that can get you so interested, keep you more. So you have to go into the myth, what type of things the technology can do. So you have to be in standing. I can say like there are multiple things in the myth of beautification that I can work, and then I can tell you. The first you can say like, okay, in the myth of beautification, like, okay, how code will run, the compiler, the interpreter. You can say what type of system. Right now the system is capable of what. You have heard about the quantum computer. Google is coming with the quantum computer. I have also heard about it. So you can see like why quantum computer, what is WebSocket, what is HTTP, how the system works with themselves. You can say like, okay, how Google can search something in 2 seconds, within 20 seconds, within 5 seconds, how the system can work. So these type of things, this is the myth of beautification that I think, like, okay, you have to learn more about the system, how the system works. And this is also the part of the first, but yeah, it's basically myth. Like you have to go beyond that, like what exactly is the myth. This is not the technical word, this is just a philosophical word that I'm talking. The third one is database. And in the database, in the store, I'm talking about the 3W. What is 3W? 3W means what, why, and where. Like why I am talking about the database, why you have to understand the database. Something is in your system, your mobile is saying like, okay, your storage is up. Mobile is saying 32 GB you need. You know, Google is saying like, okay, 15 GB only you can store. Everywhere there is a data, there is a data site, there is a database. So what exactly is the database? What type of database we are talking about? Why the database is so important? You know, why we are storing it? Where should we store it? What type of data we can store? We can store, and why it is important? You have to understand all the things, and why you are whatever engineer you are, what type of things you are going to do. You want to do the project, you want to do a system software, you want to learn only the computer programming, you want to learn only the data structure. Database will never leave you. You have to understand the database. The cache is database. Designing, you are designing something, this is database. So you have to understand the database. So first of all, learn the database. And why I'm giving you a database, you have to learn like at least a better idea what type of database is there in the system. And the last one is optimize your thoughts. Now you already know what type of system we have. You already know what type of innovation have already done using the beautification, using the myth. What type of codings have already done in the system. And the third one is database, that you already know. Like when you are restoring, what type of database we need. It is RDBMS, it is ODBMS, it is NoSQL, Cassandra. What exactly it is? Cache database. What exactly it is? So if you know all the three things, so you know the three things. One is why you are using this, that is input. I already told you. Database we are storing, it can be input. We are processing using the code, using the innovation, that is CPU, you can say. Now it's your part. You are taking the outputs. So actually I'm giving you these three things that will work with the input or out CPU. Your input, I am going to give you these input. Your brain will work as a processor, and your brain is going to tell you what type of output you are looking for. The output will be same. The sum of this, combination of this. But where should you start? These four things will give you greater output. In my next video, I am going to tell you like, okay, where should you learn from this type of things? What is the basic things that you have learned and all that. But in this video, what I was telling you, like these are the things that people are going to tell you. These are the things that I am going to tell you, and this is the thing that you have to understand what exactly are you looking for. So in this video, this is it that I am going to tell you. In the next coming videos, we will see multiple benefits, multiple factors about it. We will go into the coding also. Don't worry, this is not a theory, this is not only speech that I am going to give you, and we will continue to learn from something, and you can give your thoughts, your ideology, what exactly you are thinking right now, what you understand, what exactly you think is not good. I will tell you about it, I will learn from it, and I am going to tell you more about it. So once again, thank you very much for watching this type of videos. Let me know your thoughts. I am Saf from Korea.